All right. I'm Rustin with Metalholic and Mojoradio.
Dave.
I'm sitting here with
Nice
Dave.
to meet you.
Dave from Theory of a Deadman. You guys have been on the road for quite a while now on the new album, Scars and Souvenirs. This is coming up on 3 years.
Yeah. The record came out in
2 years. I'm sorry, 2008.
Yeah, the record came out in April of 2008.
Right.
Now I don't know what year it is.
Yeah.
2010. I don't know. Yeah, but we started touring early 2008. So yeah, we've been touring for 2 years, pretty much straight through now.
And now you guys are getting ready to go with Hailstorm, I believe, over to Europe.
Yeah, we're doing. I almost wish we could bring Adelita's Way and take you down too, because this tour has been so much fun. But yeah, we're going with Hailstorm, which is great because we became really close with Hailstorm when we were recording Scars and Souvenirs. We lived at the same apartment building in Los Angeles as they did.
Oh, wow.
And we just hung out every night. We'd go to the studio, come back, and they'd be there, and we'd be there, and we'd just drink beers and listen to music and have the best time. And we haven't toured with them at all in this whole record cycle, 2 years. And now we finally got the chance to tour with them, and you know, of course, we just get along so great. We're just having the time of our lives. So I'm really stoked about Europe.
Now, this is your guys' first time over there?
No, we actually just went there recently, so this will be our second time. We're trying to really make an effort to get over there. I feel like you know, Europe will really accept you,
right,
but you have to make an effort and go there and go there and go there. So right now we're at the point where it still costs us a ton of money to go and tour Europe. But you know what? If we went once, and if we don't feel like we don't follow up, then we're just throwing that money away. And we look at it like we're investing in ourselves. We believe in our band and our music, and why not bring it to Europe and just play the small shows? That's how we built our fan base in America. So we'll approach it the same way. Go play the shows, walk out after the show, shake everybody's hand that came out, thank them for coming out, say we hope to see you guys again next time, and bring some friends. And we're hoping that the shows this time will see some growth.
You guys are taking Hailstorm over for their first tour.
Yeah, this will be their first time, which I'm so stoked about because I love Europe, and it's probably because we don't tour there very often. You know, we tour so much in America, you see the same venues, you see the same cities. But with Europe, it's like, you know, it's also new and foreign, and we really look forward to, you know, just being able to go. And there's so much cool history and architecture and all this great stuff that's, you know, it's new to us. So when you tour for 2 years, it's nice to have something that's really refreshing and brand new.
Well, I think over in Europe, too, they embrace a wider expanse of music than they necessarily do here in America.
I feel that's really true. Like, I found that everything, like even right down to like, you know, like the interviews and press and stuff like that, they're really, you know, prepared, and they really know what they're doing. And I just think everybody's like, music's still got this innocence over there that they just really embrace, which I like.
Still got the mystique.
Yeah, it's great.
I think in part because of technology,
yeah,
and all that, we've lost some of that over here, but you know, they still embrace it over there.
Well, nowadays you have to, you know, you have to be on Twitter, you have to be on this, and it's like, well, now everybody gets to talk to Tyler, the lead singer for Theory of Deadman, all the time, and it's like, you know, seeing him or meeting him in person is never as big of a deal. It's like, for me, I mean, I used to wait outside venues for 3 hours just to glimpse a guy, you know, that I'd be a fan of. So
I remember hanging out all night in front of the thing to be first in line.
Oh yeah, tickets, just to buy tickets.
Like 20 years ago.
Oh, sleep overnight at the Ticketmaster just to buy tickets. Oh yeah, I've done all that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the things that really make the memories spark for you.
Oh yeah. So many concerts like that. I remember going to COC, Corrosion Conformity, one of my favorite bands back then, and just hanging out after the show outside all night. Like one day, one of these hours, these guys are gonna come out of the venue and get on the bus, and you know, if they come over and say hey, or they finger us, I don't care, man. Like, let's just, whatever happens, happens. But
so how's Tyler feeling? I know you guys had to cancel a couple shows in Northern California.
Yeah, it's the first time we canceled shows in a long time, but we had an Olympic show at BC Place in Vancouver, which to us was a really important show. And you know, it's been a rough last couple months actually with us, where we just had so much trouble beating the illnesses. So I think he's feeling better, and I think that really helped. You know, it was a bummer for us because we never like to ever cancel shows, but we definitely wanted to make sure that we could put on the best show possible. You know, for an Olympic show that was potentially going to be televised and online all over the place, and you know, something that could really open us up to a lot of people. And there's always the option of making up the shows in California is a lot easier than making up an Olympic show in Vancouver that may never come again. So, as much of a bummer as it was for us, and I'll tell you, for a band like us, I mean, we get used to just touring and playing and playing and playing. Taking like 4 or 5 days off before the Olympic show probably messed us up more than it would have to just play ill, but it ended up being probably the right decision, and we think we had a great Olympic show because of that. And to the fans that we had to cancel on in California, we obviously apologized, and we'll make that show up, and we'll get to play for those people.
Certainly a lot easier to make that up to than
Exactly.
someplace like Montana or Idaho.
Right.
Harder to get here.
Right.
How did you guys get involved with the whole Olympic thing?
You know what? I think that a lot of these things happen without us ever knowing how it happens. But the fact that we're from Vancouver and that kind of thing, I think it's set up well for us to just sort of say, hey, I know you guys are having bands playing here, and what better than having a band from Vancouver play one of these shows? So it was great that it worked out, and it was really cool. I rocked my Team Canada hockey jersey on stage, and it was cool for us because we're on tour to actually be in Vancouver and experience some of it. And I'm telling you, some of the coolest things I've ever seen in that city was going down, and the atmosphere was amazing. Everywhere you go, everybody's just high-fiving. And I walked down Granville Street, which is one of the main streets that runs through downtown Vancouver. They were shutting all the main streets down at noon, and so people were just wandering around the streets. It must have been 11:30 p.m. There was a street hockey game going on the main street, Granville Street. It was just a semicircle of people that were the boards, 2 nets, full goalie gear. I never seen anything like it. I thought it was just the coolest thing, and the atmosphere in Vancouver was just amazing. Beautiful weather when I was there, blue skies, and I mean, Vancouver, you never know what you're going to get. You get a lot of rain, which I think they had for the first week, so I think it's just beautiful now there, so it was really cool. For us to just to get to experience it, like I would have hated to be living in Vancouver but being on the road for the entire Olympics, so I got to be there and see a couple things, see a couple of American snowboarders win a silver and a bronze medal live right in front of us. Pretty cool stuff.
Well, yeah, you got to do it as both a fan and as the band,
yeah,
performing everything. So,
you couldn't wipe the smile off my face. The whole show, I was just smiling and smiling. I had a great time. So
now, obviously, I don't want to just presume because of Canada, but I heard you talking to me about playing with Ty, the game on PS3 of hockey. Who's your team?
We change it up, and we're obviously Vancouver Canuck fans for the NHL, but right now, every time we get on the road, we start up a new dynasty season and try to do a full season, 82 games, where we play every game, and then playoffs, and we did this season as the Chicago Blackhawks. For no other reason, usually it's me that chooses. I just pick a team that I like, want to play some young players. I want to play Patrick Kane, of course, who's on Team USA. And guys like that, and I just want to, control different guys. It's fun to, you can really tell the difference between the really high-skilled players and the less skilled players. So we did the Chicago Blackhawks, and of course, first round of the playoffs, we came up against the Vancouver Canucks. So it was tough. It was an inward battle that we had to fight. It was tough to try to score against Roberto Luongo. So.
Yeah, I'm a Sharks guy myself.
Oh, nice. Well, we actually second round won against the Sharks.
There you go.
I'm telling you, we had a lot easier time against the Sharks than we did the Canucks.
Everybody does.
Roberto Luongo held it down. Well, Team Canada has 4 San Jose Sharks on our team, and they've been deadly. So.
Yeah, they're great up until they get to the playoffs, and they just tank.
We feel that pain in Vancouver, so we'll see.